So if you go to Bob's meetings, the first thing he says, I can't give you anything. There's nothing to get here. And then still you appreciate the pointers, and I think many other people do. And it's almost exaggerated to say that you can't do anything, because if you put the pointers in the space, then this can have an effect, I'd say.
You see, it's very interesting, because you can't do anything.
Mm.
That notion of a you, or a me, an I, or whatever, cannot do anything, because the I thought is always an afterthought. That functioning is taking place perfectly of its own. It's only this afterthought, which comes in very quickly, that's the habit, that then claims. But everything is functioning perfectly.
Mm.
The breathing, whatever's taking place, the thinking stream, whatever's manifesting, is taking place perfectly of its own. It's only that little afterthought that claims, that appropriates, that imagines that it's responsible. That's a fantasy, it's conceptual.
Mm. So if somebody says, I can't do anything, that comes from the perception that it is happening without the I being involved, or the conceptual I being involved that you are just talking about. If somebody like Bob says, I can't give you anything, or you can't get anything, that is only another pointer to the fact that we are not talking about the me or the you that is communicating with each other. It's something else.
See, it's speaking to itself. It's cooing to itself. There is no speaker and receiver of those words as such. It appears that way. But the fact that something can arise, it's arising of its own. It's just the fantasy that we have, that overlay, that sequences things and imagines that there's a doer and responsibility as such. And interesting too about the pointers that you were speaking about, because the function of a pointer is to point. So they're actually a tool. They can be beautiful expression, they can be poetic, they can rhyme, they can be like haikus. Well, they can be haikus. Yet their function is like a street sign. So if you have a sign that says to Warrandyte, the sign has no use in itself. It doesn't matter how beautiful the text is, it doesn't matter what kind of font they've used, the colours they've used, the sign, how it's positioned, it's irrelevant. And likewise, pointers, no matter how exquisite they appear, collecting them, in a sense, is useless. It's just about looking to what's being pointed to. So, the street sign that says Warrandyte is not Warrandyte. The map is not the territory. So the function of pointers, the function of speaking with somebody who points, somebody like Bob, is to go to that spaciousness that you've never been away from. Because the fact of the matter is, you've never been away from this stuff. When they say, you are that, they don't mean, well, look, with a bit of work, we can become that. We're almost that, or we're nearly that. The fact is, you are that. And that they speak about cannot be named. You are that, it's nameless. The name that can be named is not the eternal name, Dao De Jing. Anything can be quantified or named is not that spaciousness, which is beyond any mind net